Hey, Fred here from Miles Auto Service. Today's question is, why do my brakes squeak? Well, there's a multitude of reasons why it squeaks, but let's check them out. Let's see what we have going on. Here is your brakes. This is what your tire bolts do, and this is what spins around as it's driving down the road. So your brakes here squeeze down on this rotor, and that's what causes that's your force. That's what stops the car. It's taking rotational force, turning it into heat energy and dissipating it away. Back to the squeak noise. Most of the time, when your brakes squeak, it's because they're simply worn out. There is a small piece of metal on the end that will start to drag along the side of this brake rotor as you're moving and make this horrendous noise that it's fingernails on a chalkboard. This squeaky school bus sound of brakes. So it just means that your brakes have worn down. We'll compare this to a new pad. So you can see this material here is all of your brake material, and over time, as it's squeezing into the rotors as it's spinning around, it's being worn away. So as it wears away and you get down to the point where there's nothing left, this is what this noise is this indicator squeaking. It also could be if it doesn't have that indicator, this is what this backing plate looks like without the brake material on it. All these little fingers in here, I don't know if you can see those, they're grabbing into this media, this brake material. This is what bonds it to, so it doesn't just fly off. You can't just glue it on here. It'll fly off as soon as you hit the brakes. So you have to have all these little teeth. And once you start getting into that point where you're hitting these teeth, you're really grinding the rotors down. You're wearing things out. So another question we get is, do I have to change out my rotors at the same time? Should I get them cut or just replace them? 90% of the time, we're going to say replace them. The brake pads nowadays are much harder. This material is a lot denser than what the asbestos pads used to be. Usually you can get 2 or 3 sets of pads, old school, 30 years ago on brake pads. Every 10, 12,000 miles you're replacing brakes. Now it's every 50 to 80,000 miles you're changing brakes. So this material is a lot harder, it's lasting a lot longer for you. But at the same time, you're wearing out the rotor itself. You're taking material off the rotor at the same time you're taking material off the brake. So these guys are wearing down together. People come in and ask me, can I change just my brake pads and not do my rotors? Well, they work together. So clap one hand. You're not making any noise. You need both pieces to work together. So brake pad, brake rotor, now we can clap. Now we can get some stuff done. Another part we have going on is the rotors themselves. Over that long period of time, this outside layer that contacts the brake pad starts to wear off, and it starts to flake off and come away, where this rotor here, the rust line, is built up. That too can get into this brake material and make some noise and start to create problems. So when you hear some noise, get your brakes checked out. See what's going on. Could be a simple adjustment, could be a simple cleaning, could get into needing brakes and rotors, or at worst, you can get into some serious hydraulic brake problems. But if you hear some noise, you want to get it checked out before that escalates into a more severe problem. Keep your costs down, keep your car safe, keep everybody in the car stopping when you're supposed to. All will be well. So, if you hear some brake noise, give us a call. This is Fred from Miles Auto Service. Your brake squeak tip for today. Thank you.